Hi, and thank you for applying to the Service Learning Teaching Assistant program at Northeastern. In this presentation, I'm going to provide a brief overview of service learning at Northeastern, discuss the SLTA role and responsibilities, explore what that course matching process looks like, how do SLTAs get matched with faculty members in courses, and then also talk about next steps for you as a candidate. So to start off, I want to talk about what is service learning, and I think everyone comes to our program and the SLTA program with a different understanding. And so, at the core of it, service learning is when faculty members decide to integrate a service or community engagement component into their curriculum, so into the course that they're teaching. So students, as part of their coursework, are engaging with community-based organizations all across the city. I think for those that have been in a service learning course themselves, feel like they have a clear sense of what service learning is, and to an extent, that's true. But one thing I would like to share is that service learning looks a whole bunch of different ways. So we support anywhere between 50 and 60 service learning courses each semester, which means service is structured and looks 50 to 60 different ways each semester. And so we support classes everything from first year all the way through PhD level. We're across 8 colleges at Northeastern. And so I share this because if you are a strong TA candidate and might be matched with a service learning class, there's a chance that service might look a little different than you're used to. So sometimes it might be that weekly experience where a student might be serving as a mentor or tutor, but also students can engage in data visualization projects, marketing research plans, robotics. It really ranges. SLTAs in our program can expect to spend about 7 to 10 hours a week dedicated to the role. So the role itself is really course-based, so SLTAs are paired with a faculty member. Like I mentioned, it really lives in the classroom experience. And the TA is providing direct support to both students, the faculty members, and the community partners for that particular cohort, and in a lot of ways end up acting as a project manager coordinator. Everything from logistics and helping planning faculty for the next day of class. I think the role relies heavily on a community of peers, so we'll end up hiring anywhere between 30 and 45 SLTAs each semester. And so we really that is intentional in the community that we build in the trainings and the structure of our program. We really take an asset-based approach to our work, and so you'll learn about this in SLTA training, but I put it up there because we believe that starting from a place of strengths with our partners lead to more fruitful and productive partnerships. In your role, you'll also have the opportunity to engage in different professional development trainings, and at the end of the day, part of your role is being an advocate for service learning at the university. Now, what our expectations look like for that role? One is, of course, participating in training. So most of our onboarding training happens online, but there will be some additional self-managed pieces. We have an event called Partnership Orientation, usually the Thursday before the semester starts, and that's an opportunity to bring faculty members, TAs, and partners together before students even step foot in the classroom. As a TA, you'd attend all of the course sessions, so having an active presence in the course. You'll also, and I could because I mentioned that community peers, you will meet every Wednesday night of the semester from 6 to 7:30 p.m. With a couple of exceptions, but always Wednesday night. So this is really, really important. So if you have an academic conflict, we can work with that. But this really becomes an important time, just like you'd hold this time sacred for class. We also have all of our SLTAs attend our Service Learning Expo and Reading Day. So the Expo is really a celebratory event at the end of the semester where students and faculty and partners can showcase the learning and the service that happened throughout the semester. Our expectation is that SLTAs are very professional and timely in their communication. So most TAs are taking a full course load and have other commitments, and so making sure that you can manage the communication on your own. And then also relationship building, so taking the time to do that even though it is less structured than other components of the role. So let's talk about what the SLTA matching process looks like. So a lot of this, I'll be honest, is dictated by scheduling and logistics. So for example, if you have class Monday, Wednesday, Thursday at 9:15, you can't be an SLTA for that class because you can't be there. You have your own commitment. So that is one piece of it. The other piece is faculty preferences. So faculty are not required to have a service learning teaching assistant. They all choose to work with students, SLTAs. And, they will tell me, for example, okay, I would love for you to find me a candidate who is from CAMD or the College of Engineering and is a strong communicator. Or they'll say, you know what? I don't care what background or discipline that they come from, but I want them to really act as a project manager and really understand and uphold the principles of service learning in our course and help guide us that way. Some faculty members will prefer to work with students they've had before. Others are really open, so there is no one way. And so knowing that, we also look at your experiences as a student and the strengths that you bring to the table, and we try to be very intentional around this matching process. So next steps, if you're listening to this voiceover, your interview is probably coming up pretty soon. And so hopefully this is helping you prepare for that so that you can ask really informed questions. As course registrations is coming up or is started, please make sure to send your finalized course schedule to servicelearning@northeastern.edu. As I mentioned before, so much of this hinges on the logistical puzzle that is SLTA matching, and so until we have your course schedule, we can't consider you, or you can't be considered for a particular course or role. And then it starts this little bit of a waiting game. So we believe that it is better to take our time and make really meaningful and purposeful matches than trying to throw a TA and a faculty member together and then potentially not have them succeed. We want to set everyone up for success. So this process, while it would be great to hire everyone before the semester ends to go into the next semester, matches happen over the summer break and over the winter break. But if at any point you need an update or something changes on your schedule, of course, give us a call or email. So to learn a bit more about service learning before you come into your interview and to get a better sense of the expectations, here are a couple of resources for you. Take a look. We have a service learning blog that we call the Slog, and you'll see student reflections, partner profiles, course profiles, and it gives you a really good sense of what service learning looks like and all the different stakeholders involved. The Center Community Service website is a great place. You probably saw the job description there, but it's worth poking around. And we're also pretty active on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So follow us, engage with us, read some of the stories and posts that have come along so that you can get a sense of what's going on. So hopefully this was helpful and just a brief overview of what to expect as part of our program. And we look forward to meeting you at your interview.